Sunday fun day. We're here, Burger Bench, on a freaking Sunday, and we got some reviews coming, baby. I was like, you know what? This is what we're gonna do. We're gonna come home, and we are gonna review a bunch of bourbon that I have live. We're live reviewing several bourbons on a Sunday right now. That's our style. You know what I'm saying? We don't mess around. We're playing the music, okay? And we're gonna review Doc Swinsons for 2023. All of them. Every 2023 release from Doc Swinsons, we are gonna review right now. I'm gonna tell you what I think. I'm gonna tell you whenever you go to the store and you see one of these bottles, if you should get it. That's what we're gonna do right freaking now. Okay, who's in? Who's here? Who is drinking on a Sunday? And who wants... I mean, you don't have to drink Doc Swinsons. I'm gonna be drinking Doc Swinsons. Who's down to clown on a Sunday? That's what we're getting at. I am. I'm here. And we're gonna do it. I'm already have a glass. I'm warming up with a bottle. This is a new bottle from Doc Swinsons. Is it technically in the releases? Yes. Because they released this along with all of the finished exploratory casks, which is what we're going to get into. But this is a bottle they released, and that's just what I'm warming up with. So we'll throw it in there. So how many do we have now? 6? We have 6 now because I'm drinking this one. This is just a 5-year-old 90 proof. So it's basically what they're doing, just at 90 proof. Is it amazing? Absolutely no. It's a standard 90 proof. That's my review of this one. This is a standard bottle. It's cheaper. It's crushable. That's what this is doing, and I think they do it well. There's my review of that, and that's what I'm drinking to warm up. What's up, Shauna? What's up, Dustin? Jake McKee, Saucy Shane, Guy Davis, Gene Brannaman, Johnny and Truman, and Robert Jennings. What's up, guys? And Trevor Kunkel, James B. Happy you guys. So you saw I was Patreon live stream. We drove home. And now I'm here. And I was like, you know what? This is what I want to do. It's what we're going to do. Doc Swinsons, 2023. I'm for it. I'm all for it. For one, it gives you guys a live stream. 2, I get to hang out with you. 3, Doc Swinsons. Doc Swinsons. What's up, Roy? Yeah, man, this ain't bad. This ain't bad. This is whatever this is. Remember, Blue Label is their new one. Straight bourbon whiskey. The best way, and you know, I'm not gonna beat around the bush for this, because you know, none of the Doc Swinsons ain't paying me. So I'm gonna tell you what I tell you. The Blue Label, think of this. Think of this as like Smoke Wagon straight bourbon whiskey. That's what it reminds me of. Just lower proof MGP. It's crushable. That's all there is to it. It's not like there's complexity to this at all. Like, this was born to be the cheaper option and accessible to everyone, and it does that. So hats off to them. I will say it's still non-chill. Still non-chill filtered. The cheap stuff's non-chill filtered. Win. What's up, Plico? Wrench in the house. Let's go. We're back. Let's do this. I need to find some Doc Swinson around here. Yeah, you do. And just wait. What we're about to get into is some crazy Doc Swinson stuff. They are I'm just going to go ahead and say this. Doc Swinsons are the king of finished bourbon. I mean, they kill it. I can't, I don't know. Trying to decide if I should grab the Gariana finish. Well, Kevin, Gariana finished Doc Swinson is on the docket tonight. We will get to it, and I'm going to tell you what I think of it. That's all there is to it. We have a lot. They have 5 new finishes. New. Some of them they've done before, but for this year, it's a new version, and we're going to get into all of them. Let me warm up. We got to warm up. We're warming up the palate with this new Doc Swinson's core lineup. It's called Session Blend. Session Blend. It's their lowest proof one. I'm gonna paraphrase the back of the label. It's basically a bottle that is meant to get you drunk. Like you're not breaking down whiskey, you're just drinking. That's all there is to it. Another live stream? Good. I missed the first. Okay, Joe, how about you get in here, man? Robert Jennings. That's again, I'm gonna be totally honest with you guys. Doc Swinson sent me all of these samples. Did they tell me to do a review? No. Did they tell me, hey, talk good about this, we'll give you money? I'm not getting paid. I'm not getting crap. I'm just going to tell you what I think of this stuff. And they know that. And maybe, I don't know, maybe that's a good sign that they know that I don't give a crap and I'm going to tell you if something sucks. But they decided to send it to me anyway. So this is an unbiased, unpaid for, unsolicited review. So sorry, docs. Like, if it sucks, I'm going to tell you it freaking sucks, but I feel like it's not going to. You know what I'm saying? That's why I'm on the train, man. They killing it. What's up, Cheech? Tony Bag of Donuts and the Linux Cat. What's up? You guys know me, man. I'm not gonna freaking sugarcoat something. If it sucks butt, it sucks butt. I'm gonna wrap up this first review so we can go. We got a lot of samples to get into, so I'm thinking 10 minutes per sample or so. It's like a happy hour here. We're gonna chat and drink, but I'm trying to keep on track. You know what I'm saying? First and foremost, aged 5 years, 90 proof bottle. It's $40. It's $40, and they sent me a letter. Full transparency. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to give you guys everything. They sent me a letter describing all of the samples. They sent me all of the finishes, and they described this one. And they said something in that letter that was actually kind of, it's like right up our alley. And is this the letter? Oh, I got the letter. I got the letter right here. That was totally unplanned. Where was this? They said something that really kind of stuck out to me. Where is it? I'm gonna read it to you guys because this is what we do live. This is a live review. This is normally what I would do and edit it down, but we're not doing that. Except for now you have to sit here and let me find this. Here we go. I've also included a full bottle of the newest addition to our core lineup, Session Blend. This was designed for long nights spent with friends and family. At 90 proof, it's designed to be mixed, but maintain enough boldness to be enjoyed neat if preferred. It's our lowest ABV offering, $39.99. I like that. They literally straight up tell you this bottle, let me paraphrase that. This is designed to be spent with friends and family, aka this is designed to freaking get drunk. Okay, that's what they're saying. And I like it. It is. Is it the most complex thing? This isn't something that you're gonna sit down and like contemplate life over. No. You're going to pour this and then you're going to wake up the next morning and you don't know what happened. That's my review of this. For $40, they needed that in their lineup. So there's that. There we go. What's up, Alan? What's up, Roy? Troy from Baker? What's up? What are you guys doing on a Sunday, man? What are you guys drinking? Do you guys have like a typical Sunday routine? And then there's Baker drinks. So there's Baker and there's Troy. You don't need every pour to be complex. A good $40 has its place. And you know what, Baker, that's why this is nothing to write home about. Trust me, I am not trying to sell you this bottle. Okay? I'm just telling you, every lineup needs this. They need something like this. You can't, your base level can't be something that's like, you need something lower proof and easy and throw in a cocktail and give it to your wife and give it to freaking Bill, the next door neighbor who's coming over to the house. Like, you need something that can just be your throwaway pour. But a throwaway pour should be good enough to where you throw it down your hatch and you get drunk. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like it kind of hits my spot. It's good enough to drink all night and you don't care. It's what you need. So yeah, I'm not raving about this, but trust me, this is not the best thing you'll ever have. What's up, Alan Mack? Larceny Barrel Proof B523. Oh, dude, Alan. I know you love it. Shauna, what are you drinking? And if you can't get me to drink anything this stream other than Doc Swinsons. It's good enough. It's good for what it is. I commend them. They needed this. All right, let's get into, I have 5 finished bourbons that they sent me. All of them bourbons. Last year they had some finished ryes. They also have some rye coming out this year. They didn't send me any of that, so we ain't even gonna talk about it. We're gonna talk about what they sent me. We're gonna start with exploratory cask straight bourbon whiskey finished in toasted French oak. Now, they've been writing this a lot. It's won a bunch of awards and stuff. I'm also going to be full transparent with you guys. I've already drank all of these just so I could get an initial understanding of what we're getting into. This one it didn't stand out as my favorite, and that's why I also am glad we did this, is to go back into it and see. Because it just didn't stick out. Like, they're like, oh, this is the best thing we've done. It's double gold this, it's double gold that. And I'm like, dude, it's just a freaking toasted oak. I mean, some of these other bottles are way better. So I don't know why they ain't riding that hype train, is what I'm saying. Routine, you mean drink on a day that ends in Y? I mean, on a Sunday, man, like, you're preparing for the Monday work week, you know? Doc Swinsons will be my next pour. Let's go. No explanation necessary. We all have that whiskey to throw down the hatch. Baker, I got a lot. I have a lot of them. That's just another one to add to my arsenal. So we're starting off with the Doc Swinsons French Toasted. What I'm really curious about this bottle is getting a bottle myself and then comparing it to other bottles like Penelope Toasted. Just freaking what else? You know, other toasted bottles, and seeing where it stacks up, because it won a bunch of gold awards. And like, to me, let's be honest, I'm not gonna sugarcoat things. You earn gold, double gold in some sort of competition. It doesn't mean much to me, because I don't know those judges. I don't know what they drink. I don't give a freaking crap what they like. I care what I like. So you won gold, cool. Let me drink it. What's up, Richie Z? Good to see ya. Also, Richie, I saw your comment on my video, dude. Suck it. I will say, again, I have tasted these prior to this. So this is going to be, I've let them sit for a week. Maybe it might be 2 weeks at this point. I've let them sit a little bit to see if it kind of changes a little bit. But I will say, off initial reaction to the nose, I'm really liking the nose. And I think we'll see how it goes. I liked the nose better than the palate on this one. It smells like it does. It's very marshmallowy. It's not over the top either. This is French oak. French oak, I'm thinking Penelope Architect. I'm thinking Maker's 46. This ain't even in the same ballpark. Jake McKee, go Braves. Just sampled the Smoke Wagon 117.92 proof rye, then had some Middle West. Okay, rub it in, man. That Middle West. I've heard such good things about that Middle West. For a French oak, it's definitely light. And I commend them for that, because an over French oaked bourbon, it's ruined. Like, you can't over finish anything. I will say on the palate, I'm getting more of just a typical toasted barrel versus a French. I'm not getting French oak at all. Here's my issue. Again, remember this, guys. This is unsolicited. Like, they didn't pay me, or they're not expecting this at all. And I started with this one specifically because it's only uphill from here. I wanted to go ahead and get the one I wasn't the craziest about out of the way. Doc Swinsons, if you ever watch this, it gets better. I'm not talking bad about this bottle at all. It's just so much lighter than I would expect it to be. You hear French oak, and I think you're expecting Penelope Architect, you're expecting Maker's 46, and it's just kind of, it's not as aggressive, and maybe that should be a positive. It's just not as bold as those. And I think being bold can be good or bad. I think if you're too over bold, you're gross. What's up, Michael? Good evening, all of you wonderful whiskey folk. What are you up to? Kevin S. Love me some Middle West. I'm trying to get some Middle West, man. I've heard a couple people talk about that sherry finish, and I will take a sherry. If someone can find me a sherry finish. Liddy Casanova, what up? What up? Not drinking whiskey, but deleting a Budweiser Picante Clamato. Let's go. Okay, hey, you drink whatever you want to drink, bro. Here's my thing. I'm a huge Maker's Mark fan. I'm used to French oak. I'm used to that. I think my issue isn't how this tastes. Okay, it's not about the taste of the French oak. This tastes good. I'm judging it based on being French oak, is what I'm doing. This does not taste French oak. If you hate French oak, if you've tried Penelope Architect, which I'm just going to go ahead and throw that out there, not my favorite bottle ever. If you don't like Maker's 46, you want to try French oak, I guarantee you will like this one. If you're someone who loves Penelope Architect, if you love that, You buy this for being a French oak, I bet you, I feel like you're going to be disappointed in the French oak department. Okay? Like the French oak on this is so subtle that it's almost not there. It's more just like a typical toasted, drop the French, it's just toasted. That's what I get from it. The French, you know, they waving a white flag on that one. They're just kind of like, hey, we were there. That's probably the most, out of all of these bottles, that's the most diverse one, because they have gotten so many gold medals and they're really proud of that one. And I've tried it and I'm like, yeah, that's a good bourbon. We're just up in the air. You know what I'm saying? So like, docs, like, we can talk, but it's only gonna get better from here. I promise. Which one should we go to next? I already know. I know where we're going next. We're going to the exploratory cask, straight bourbon whiskey, finished in Oloroso sherry. Oloroso sherry. Now, remember, guys, you can have a cough up to 8 weeks after an upper respiratory infection. So disregard my cough. The Oloroso sherry. This was a bottle. They've done this before. I had a bottle I got in 2021 that was finished in Oloroso sherry. So this is their batch, whatever. They're doing it again. So this is not like the prior one. This is another Oloroso sherry. Middle West has some delicious finished whiskey. Their bourbon cream is insane as well. Way to go and rub it in my face, Dustin. I was a fan of the first couple of pours of the French oak toasted. Keith, and again, I just want to, I hate being any sort of negative because it feels like I'm just talking crap. I have to judge it for what it is. It's French toasted. I'm not getting French. Does that even make sense? I'm getting the toasted. I'm not getting the French. It's like you took my fry and you didn't French it. The heck, docs? It's good. It's a good, regardless, you will like that bottle. I have to judge it for what it is. It's a French toasted. I'm not getting French oak. Toasted Freedom Oak? You guys know me. I'm unfiltered, man. I'll talk crap. It's not bad. Do not get me wrong. It's not bad. It's just, it is what it is what I said it was. To me. Everything. People want to assume that you're a YouTuber, man. Everything you say goes. I think that's stupid. I'm just a dude like you, man. I'm speaking what I feel on video. Oloroso sherry. That was a bottle. Again, I bought one in 2021 and it took me a while to warm up to it. I think it might have been the sherry. I think I was just not used to the sherry finish. It was kind of, I wouldn't say overpowering, but it was definitely, I don't know. It was weird to me. But the more and more I go back to it, it's like the more and more I like it. So when I saw that they were coming out with a new Oloroso sherry, super stoked. So that's what this one is. Jake Miller Guinness and Old Forester 1920 are a solid combo. Just learned that. Jake Miller drinking some Guinness and Old Forester 1920. Let's go. And again, if you guys have any questions, what you're drinking, anything, leave a comment down below. I'll get to them. Doc Swinsons can just cipher through all of our shenanigans if they're watching this. They also didn't tell me to do this. but I bet you they're going to watch this. So Doc Swinson, say hello to all of your fans. We freaking love you. It's definitely the Oloroso Sherry Finish bourbon is very citrusy. It gives you the great things, but it's much more in the line of like, if it's citrus, we're talking orange. It's like in the orange territory. Always keeping it real with opinions. Good job, Trev. What's up, Cam? Bro, dude, I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna tell you if something sucks. I'm not gonna tell you if something sucks. I'm gonna tell you if I personally think it sucks. I'm one guy and I'm one opinion. Man, this is honestly, I'm kind of glad I did this because this was not, again, reminder, I've already opened these bottles. They sent me some samples. I've already tasted all of these. This is not what I remember this tasting like. It's kind of subtled out. I think that's important for all of you guys to do, especially if it's a finished bourbon. I think you should just do this for all bourbons. If you open it, form an opinion, close the cork, and let it sit for let it sit for a week. Let it sit for 2 weeks, and then come back to it. You're going to think different. Like, this is not... I remember opening this Oloroso and thinking this was so different than the original, like the Oloroso that I already own from 2021. It's much more like the first one now. Nope. I should have drank it before defending it. It's much more in your face. Like, it is spicier. It's darker orange. It's like blood orange. It's still orangey. So this is called the La Menta. Again, if you don't know, Oloroso Sherry Doc Swinsons is called the La Menta. La Menta. They all have different names, but the details is it's Oloroso Sherry. It's orangey. It's dark red fruit orange. So think blood orange. Think imagine those the orange sherbet, the Flintstone push pops. So it's orange sherbet with cream in the middle. Think of that, except for the orange is red. Hear me out. Like a less intense orange. Blood orange. That's what I'm getting. Oh yeah. I'm telling you, if I were to walk outside right now, that's it. Oloroso. I'm gonna start something. I'm gonna start an infinity blend. I'm just gonna take a little bit of each of them and mix them together. That way we don't get freaking slammered and we can still get through all of these. What's up, Faderade? Where the heck are you at right now? How you feel about the High West Double Rye finish lineups that are going away? High West Double Rye. I don't know if I had any of them. So those are going away? I will say, I can't speak for a lot of High West. I love their finish. They do a lot of finish stuff too. And those are really good. The double rye, I can't give you a lot, man. I don't know if I've had any double rye. I'm gonna throw that out there. Hey, Doc Swinsons, hit the like button. The High West Double Rye finished picks are my favorite, and they are all going away. Really interesting. The only picks I've had from High West, and again, I'm in a desert, man. We don't get a lot of stuff. The only picks I've ever had from High West were the wine finished bourbon, which I feel like the wine finished High West bourbons are like competitors to the Doc Swinsons finished bourbon. Like they're in that same realm. Double rye store picks with special finishes are awesome. So sad they're gone. Did they say why they're gone? Does that make you think that they're doing that because of the Midwinter Night's Dram? I've never thought about it, but now that you say they're going away, we got to keep going. We have so many picks. We about to get drunk. You guys ready? You go get a refill. You guys about to get drunk. I'm about to get drunk. Here's our next finish. Exploratory cask, straight bourbon whiskey, finished in... I don't speak French, so excuse me. Pinot de Charentes. Pinot de Charentes. I'm sorry. I have no clue what that means. It sounds like a French wine. Pinot de Charentes. This is 110 proof. I can't tell you anything else about it. I'm sure it's a dessert wine or something like that from France. I already knew this going into it because I've tried all of these. I've tried them all. I don't know what Pinot this shit on it. I don't know what the F that is, but I like it, and I like it a lot. I will go ahead and say that I love it. This one's just called simply Pinot. Doc Swinson's Pinot. Why I like doing these videos is because I've been getting into wine, and I feel like a lot of people have no clue about any sort of wine. I hardly know anything about wine. But I feel like you see this bourbon that's finished in this, and you have no idea what it is, so you don't buy it. This is freaking incredible. I don't know how to explain it to you other than like, I don't want to be that guy who's like, go buy this bottle if you can get the bottle. But I also want to be that guy and be like, the chances of you liking this are far higher than me. I will take the heat. If you buy this and you don't like it, I'll take the heat. This is good. This is good. This is how you finish freaking bourbon. I don't know what it is. It just tastes good. It smells good. It smells like an elite finished bourbon. You know what? You want to know what it's... Here we go. Here we go. This is all I'll say about it. This is all I'll say about it. Midwinter's Night Dram is rye finished in dessert wine. I feel like this is the bourbon version of that. That's what I'm saying. Like it is so desserty. It's so bourbon. It's not it's like Midwinter's bourbon. Midwinter Bourbon Nights Dram. There you go. It's so bourbon, but it's so desserty. It's so grapey. It's so... This is good. This is like, by far, this is my favorite one so far. From the Oloroso and the Toasted. The Pinot. Like, what is that? I don't know. But it's freaking good. That's all I care about. Top tier. Top tier. If you don't buy them, I'm going to buy them. We can go ahead and move on. I mean, that's so easy. That is so freaking good. Red wine. Think of it red wine, though. You have to know this going into it. Because I don't want to rave about it, and then you get it, and you're like, oh yeah, I'm actually a red wine hater. Red wine. It's very red wine sweet, though. It's still sweet, but it's red wine. Pinot. I don't know if Pinot is red wine or not, but it gives me that red wine. Like, we should just look this up. I just called it red wine. It's probably white wine. Here we go. Pinot de Charentes is a regional aperitif of Western France made in... Can we talk? I don't... Where's the English, man? It is a fortified wine made from either fresh, unfermented grape juice or a blend of lightly fermented grape must, which a cognac eau de vie is added. I'm from Arkansas. I don't know what that means. Can we get a redneck version of this? From the pictures, it looks like it's red, and it can be white, but the whites are definitely, they turn like, it looks like the amber from freaking Jurassic Park. It is amber colored. Which I'm guessing that's the rosé. That didn't tell us anything. That didn't tell us anything. I guarantee you it's from the red, though. Sounds kind of like Madeira. I think it's better than Madeira. I've had Madeira finished bourbons. The Madeira is too aggressive. I think of it like the Pinot is like the Madeira, but less aggressive. It's not as prevalent. So you're still getting a lot of the bourbon flavors, which I like. And you're getting enough of the Pinot. Shauna says Pinot is a blend of that region's grape juice and the cognac brandy itself. So so what you're saying, and I guess what I'm reading, is that it's the grape juice and the brandy. Interesting. Here we go. My final answer. Pinot de Charentes, aka Doc Swinson's Pinot. Again, this is what they sent me. If you can get this, you need to get this. This one by far is my favorite one. Like, hands down over the other one is my favorite. All right. I already know what I got to say about this one, and I'm curious to see what you guys think. This one is the Doc Swinson's Exploratory Straight Bourbon finished in Brazilian Amburana, aka Bossa Nova. Bossa Nova. So this is Amburana cask finished Doc Swinson's. What's up, William Reynolds, you legend? And Geoff Sayon. We're drinking Amburana finish. I've already talked about Amburana in a video. The last video I published from this live stream. Amburana. Show the Amburana again. Exploratory cask straight bourbon finish in Brazilian Amburana. It's 112.8 proof. It's Doc Swinson's Bossa Nova. Barn Door is here. How does the Pinot fit into Boone's Farms lineup? Fuzzy Navel? Dang, for one, Barn Door legend. Two, Boone's Farms? Do they have a Pinot and that's what you're asking? I don't know. Fuzzle Navy? Fuzzy Navel? That's a shot I used to do at a bar. I don't know. I don't know if I've ever... I wouldn't call it that. I wouldn't call that Fuzzle Navy. I wouldn't call it that. All right, let's try it. I'm telling you guys, I don't know if you... This is the Doc Swinson's Amburana cask. I don't know if you guys have ever tried an Amburana finish, and that's why I wanted to do this. Amburana is so, for one, it's so identifiable. It's so aggressive. It's so standout. It's so, I'm Amburana. This tastes like a freaking cinnamon roll. Yes, I said cinnamon roll. And am I saying, oh, well, I'm just saying, oh, this is bourbon, I'm tasting cinnamon? No. This smells like an actual... I just pulled cinnamon rolls out of the oven. It's gooey, ooey goodness, and I smelled it. Cinnamon roll. Cinnamon roll. It's like a boozy cinnamon roll. That's what I'm getting. Like, I don't know how else to... That's exactly what I get. That's all I get. Pour freaking Let me just say this. This might be wrong, but pour vodka on top of a freshly baked cinnamon roll. That might be what you get. It's just alcoholic cinnamon roll. It blows my mind. Like, I always give these, you know, pie notes. Oh, this tastes like pecan pie. This tastes like apple pie. That doesn't even come close to what I mean when I say this smells like a cinnamon roll. This is cinnamon buns. It blows my mind. It blows my mind. And if any of you guys have had an amburana and you understand what I'm saying, please chime in so I don't sound like a freaking crazy person. This is cinnamon buns. Like, it's ridiculous. Let's taste it. It's a boozy cinnamon roll. It's a boozy cinnamon roll. That's all there is to it. I don't want to like over exaggerate, but if you get this and you can't get cinnamon roll, then you're broken. Troy from Baker says holiday spice cake with cream cheese toasting, aka on par with cinnamon roll. Like, you're getting this you're getting the bread, so there's a breadiness. So cake, he says cake, I say cinnamon roll. It's both a breading. The cinnamon spice in the icing. He says the cream cheese toasting. It's like you melted icing over it and you're getting the icing. You know what I'm saying? It's like, how is that how do you even get this? Both of those things are correct. Like, they're both correct. It's a spicy cake in cream cheese, like a white icing of some sort. It doesn't even make sense. It's weird. If you've never had this, you will be, for one, you will be shocked. You will be totally shocked. You will have no idea what you're getting into, and when you try it, you will be dumbfounded. You will be absolutely confused. My issue with amburana is, my issue with it is, like, I don't know. This is delicious. This is so good. My issue is, like, do I want to go pour another one? I think it's too sweet. I mean, like, you think we're exaggerating on the cinnamon roll. I just go buy one and see for yourself. It's too sweet. It's great for a pour. Like, 9 out of 10 good for a pour. But then it's like you're over sweeted. You're sweeted out. You don't want another pour. You just want something else. That's my issue with amburana in general. In my last video, I talked about amburana. I will say Doc Swinsons, I think, comparatively to other amburana finished bourbons or whatever, I think they do it right. I think they balance bourbon and amburana. I think some people, it's all amburana and you don't, like, that's all you taste and it's overpowering. It's disgusting. It's like you literally are drinking diabetes. Trev, I want to live in a glass of amburana. It's one of my favorite noses. It smells impeccable. Barn Door, back to the shadow. See you on a few. Barn Door, freaking keep up with me, dude. We've been asking where the heck you've been. Janelle, go home because I'll be off. I'm gonna end the stream here after I finish this last pour. Go home, pour you something, and have a good old night. So tempting to pour some whiskey. One more week though to hit my mark. Truman, don't cave, brother. All right, we got one more Doc Swinsons because they sent them all. Doc Swinsons, Gariana. I had no idea what the freak this was. Turns out, Gariana is Oregon oak. So it's just an oak tree from Oregon. I have a lot to say, but I already know. What's up, Eva Williams? I already know what I got to say about this. This is so good. Does it taste and does it smell like a typical finished bourbon? No. It doesn't smell wine finished. It's not. It's just put in a different oak cask. I don't know. After tasting this, it makes me feel like more and more people will start using this oak, is what I'm saying. This is delicious. It's taking an MGP bourbon, a 5-year, 6-year-old MGP barrel strength bourbon, and it's making it taste older. I'm getting more chocolate. I'm getting more of the dark notes, and I think it's coming from the Gariana. It's easily one of my favorites. So if you guys see this Gariana and you're like me and you're like, what the F is that? It's good. It's so freaking good. It's easily one of my favorites. Let me drink this first. I'm just smelling it. It doesn't taste like a finished bourbon at all. It just tastes like a well-aged, delicious bottle of bourbon. Okay? So if you went into that blind, you would never guess. I don't think you would guess that was finished. I don't think you would. I think you would just be like, oh, that's a 12-year-old bourbon. Or you know what I'm saying? Like, you would say something that's not right. Whereas you try the other ones, I'm like, okay, that's wine, that's grapey, that's something. The Gariana, it doesn't give you a finished, it's just oak. But it takes an MGP, it makes it chocolatier, it makes it less MGP. And that's kind of like, to me, is really refreshing. Because most MGP bottles or barrels are all kind of in the same ball game, and it just doesn't. They're all good, but like if you're gonna finish a MGP bourbon, you want it to be different. The Gariana takes it into like Kentucky land. Let me put it that way, Kentucky. I'm telling you, the Gariana finish. Kevin says, "Welp, I'm sold." Literally go buy one. I'm not screwing with you, dude. If you dislike that, I will pay you the full price after You, after whatever size pour you've paid, I will buy it off you. You will like that. It does not taste finished. It tastes like just like a Kentucky bourbon. Whereas the other ones, the Pinot, the Sherry, the Brazilian Amburana, that tastes finished. That's clearly like, oh my God, that is not bourbon. The Gariana tastes like bourbon. There's no finish. The Gariana oak adds a depth of oakiness. It doesn't taste like wine because it's not wine. That's what I'm getting at. Am I ranting? I feel like I'm ranting. Let's do this before we end. We got a couple more minutes. Let's rank them. Let's rank these. Westland Gariana is fantastic. Super overpriced, but so good. I'm pretty sure all of Doc Swinson's finished stuff is like 70 or 80 bucks. I mean, that's fine to me. What's up, Peter B? Just started 7 on High West 2X Rye, finished in Ruby Port. We were talking about that High West double rye. It's going bye-bye. Let's rank these real quick, and then we'll wrap it up. We'll end it. I'm gonna go cook some food. You guys are gonna go do whatever the heck you're doing. Last place. What's up, Damon? Got a Doc Swinson store pick. That was amazing. And I'm eyeing a set of finished ones now, too. Well, here you go. You can watch this. My last place, personally, is the French Toasted. It just didn't stand out enough to me. It didn't taste like French oak, which could be a benefit. Let me play devil's advocate. If you hate French oak, the Doc Swinson's French oak is not freaking French oak. It's more toasted than it is French. That's my opinion. I would say the next place would be the Oloroso Sherry. Very citrus. Orange. Blood orange. If you guys are into that flavor note, it's in there. I would say this version versus the version that I had is blood orange versus fresh orange, if that makes sense. The next bottle, I would probably put the Brazilian Amburana third place. It's really good, but again, cinnamon roll. Think diabetes. Think literal icing on a cinnamon roll. It is over the top. Okay? I think the Doc Swinsons did it really good to where the Amburana isn't overpowering. I think you still get the bourbon, but you're still getting melted cinnamon roll icing. It's intense. You have to know that going into it. Otherwise, you're going to be like, what the piss is this? I would say my second place is Gariana, which is Washington or Oregon. It's Oregon oak. Why I'm putting it second is because it is just oak. It's bourbon finished in another oak barrel, not a wine barrel. So the Gariana just makes everything, especially MGP, makes it darker, more chocolatey, more aged. It's more of a depth, and it's freaking phenomenal. And my favorite is the Pinot de Charentes. Pinot de Charentes. It's a dessert wine. It tastes like dessert. It reminds me of Midwinter Night's Dram bourbon version. This is like bourbon midwinters, not rye. This is dark red wine, dessert wine finished around bourbon, and it's delicious. This was my favorite. It's called Pinot. That's the name of it. So if you can find that. Any of these compared to the Alter Ego? The regular Alter Ego? None of these compare to the regular Alter Ego. If anything compared to any of the Alter Egos, I would say the Pinot compares to the Alter Ego cask strength. That's the only one that I would say compared to it. Because it has the red wine characteristic. The Gariana, this is nothing like Alter Ego at all. I don't know, that's kind of the cool thing about Doc Swinsons is that they're taking the same MGP mash bills that they're doing and stuff and making such different pours, like that doesn't compare to it. And I wish, because I'm right on the same boat as you, Johnny, I want more Alter Ego. I want more Alter Ego cask strength. These are their own ball game. They're their own thing. I guess the issue is like people like us. I don't know what Pinot is. I don't know what Gariana is. I've never owned an Oloroso sherry wine. So it's kind of hard to envision how is that going to impact the bourbon? I don't know. Well, here you go. I've tried them. That's all you get. I will be as honest and transparent as possible. The Gariana tastes like it's like an aged bourbon, 10-year-old bourbon. That's what it makes it taste like. Oloroso sherry, very orangey. The Pinot, red fruit and bourbon. Brazilian amburana, cinnamon roll, and French toasted oak. Specifically the Doc Swinsons, I have to specify that. Toasted marshmallow bourbon. Not getting any French oak. So there's that. All right. We're done. We're out of here. I love you guys. We did a little Patreon stream before this. And then we did this. And then we're going to go to work. Freaking love you guys. There will be another video this week. We might, I want to do more Patreon live streams because I feel like I'm abusing you guys. Other than that, I'm going to go cook some food. I'm going to make sure I don't die. Freaking love you. I love everyone but Joe Dickinson. Here's a blend. Oh, Joe Dickinson. All right, love you guys. Go do whatever you're doing. I'll be here.